right, it's Hot 97, TT Torrez and Bobby Trends. We are here, and it is a Friday night takeover inside Artist Quarantine. And today, our special guest who just dropped her album, Queen of the South. Period. Mulatto is here. How are you?
Yes, Thirsty. I'm good. I'm great. I'm on cloud nine right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, I gotta say, I never met you before, but your label reps, right? They always tell me, they're like, yo, you will like her. Like, if y'all ever got together, like, I'm telling you, like, y'all will be friends. Y'all want to hang out. Like, she is your type of girl.
You
like,
know.
yeah, they always say that, like, she's your type of girl. Because it's funny, because they're like, working me on the record, and they're like, have you heard of her? And I'm like, yeah, I know her. I follow her on Instagram. And they're like, see, I knew this. She would be your type of girl. I knew you would like her. Too bad, you know, we can't travel and you can't do like an in-person, you know, run and stuff like that.
Like, I like to meet people and like feel their energy, like your vibe, like, but whatever.
Yeah.
Child, I'm not with it.
The quarantine is crazy, right? It's
crazy. Like, I like to meet my fans, touch my fans. Like, I love meet and greets. I love performing. Like, I can't go do none of that.
No, it sucks too because you're dropping an album, but Atlanta is not as strict as New York because I kind of see people still out and partying and stuff like that.
I will say that at least in Atlanta is pretty much open, but like as far as like traveling and meeting my fans and stuff, no.
So are you still nervous like going outside in Atlanta? Like, are you scared of the virus still, or have you kind of like mellowed out?
I'm not gonna lie, like at this point I'm like mellowing out because it's just like I feel like it's inevitable. I pray for health every day for me and my friends and family. So I just feel like
you don't know what to expect because it's like we just be hearing so much craziness and we have poor leadership in the White House and stuff like that. So it's like you don't really know what to expect.
You don't know what to believe, and it's just like at this point, I'm just gonna live my life and just pray for good health.
God, and wear your mask in the process, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's interesting because I used to watch you on a rap game when you first came out, and honestly, I kind of forgot that this was the same person that I watched on the rap game. And what's crazy is me and JD are really cool. Like.
Okay.
When he made that statement about female rap, right? And I got into his ass. We did like a live and all of this stuff. And then we did this big showcase in New York, which was all centered around female artists. And I think what people really kind of misconstrued is JD's words a little bit, but he has always been a part of introducing us to female artists. You know, whether it was the Brat, you know, what he did with Social Dev. He always been in the loop of working with female artists. So to see him, you know, with the rap game and see you involved in that, I'm finally happy to see kind of like this really, really going. You know what I mean? Like you're really taking off at this point.
No, yeah, for sure. The rap game was like a platform that I took to my advantage. Child, 5 years ago, I did the rap game. And the crazy thing is, I was casted for the rap game before JD was even a part of the show. Like, it originally wasn't even a competition show. Like, that's what people don't even be knowing. So it was like a reality show about like teen and kid rappers originally. Wow. So I was already like, literally, we was on set already filming when I found out that, JD is going to be a part of this. Like, that wasn't scripted at all. Like, literally, we found out that he was a part of it.
Well, it makes sense because, you know, he was responsible for like Criss Cross and like all of these games.
No, yeah, I could definitely see how they chose him.
Yeah. But it's interesting to see your growth, right? Even with the last project you put out, Big Lotto, and comparison to Queen of the South, because I was listening to both of them before this interview, and I feel like what's it been 3 years or since you put out that or less than that?
My last project was Hit the Lotto in December. Big Lotto was a year ago in June of last year.
So you've grown so much lyrically. What was that transition like for you?
You know, so it's really smooth because So when I put out Big Lotto, I was 20, maybe still 19, probably 20. And I'm just growing as like a person, as a woman. So it just reflects in the music. So it's like, it's no strategic, like, okay, so we're gonna start doing this now. We're gonna elevate a little bit in this area and da da da. It's not even nothing strategic or no label or PR behind the scenes telling me to do anything specific. It's literally me growing up as a woman, as a human being. And it's just reflecting in my lyrics, my beat choices, my experiences that I'm rapping about, my relationships that I'm rapping about. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just growing and maturing as
an artist. Yeah, and your flow too. Your flow.
Yeah,
your flow got better. The production definitely got better. And just your lyrical play too. Like when I listen to the lyrics and I hear the lyrical play on the albums, it got better. So like I'm like, wow, she's her albums are really getting, it's growing with her, and I appreciate that from artists.
Thank you. Yeah, I be locked in. Like, ask anybody at RCA, like, baby, this work ethic, that's the thing. Like, bitches, they not gonna be able to fuck with me because they can't fuck with my work ethic. They can't fuck with my work ethic.
That's what I try to tell people all the time. See, the difference is people want fame, right? They want to be a celebrity, they want to make it in this rap game. But the crazy thing is that it requires consistent work ethic. Like the amount of time you have to spend in that studio perfecting your craft, perfecting your writing skills, perfecting your beat production and how you arrange records and how you put them together. Like, yo, that really takes patience, hard work, and consistency.
Patience, child. Patience.
Yeah, because let's talk about patience for you, because you started out at 10 years old, you know, rapping and whatnot. You put these projects out. And I feel like now people are starting to pay attention to you because the Bitch from the South record with you, Trina, and Swahidi, now, you know, you're really, really buzzing. But I'm quite sure there were moments you felt like this is not going to happen for me. Like, oh my God, I just want to give up.
Oh yeah, like starting rapping at 10 years old to 21 now, and just now getting that little attention, that little buzz, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. So that's 11 years of working. So you can only imagine, especially being young, like I had distractions like school and stuff that would make me be like, dang, do I just need to go to college, or do I need a plan B? You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of times where I doubted myself, and it's like, I'm seeing this person surpass me, I'm seeing this person blow up before me, and it's like, but it just go to show you, like, timing is everything, because I wouldn't have chose no other time to be buzzing than right now with this whole female wave. Like, we literally making history right now, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. Period.
It's amazing. But I saw the transition early on. You know, I remember there were times when Cardi, when she first came out, and she would come to the radio station and be in our mixer meetings. And when she was with her first label situation, I remember when they would come play me records, and each record I'd be like, okay, she's getting better. She's getting better. And then I remember when I heard Bodak Yellow, and he came in my office because he wanted another record. He was like, can you save this slot for me? And I'm like, you know what? I'll save this slot for you. I'll put it on next week. I'll save the slot. He calls me out. He's like, yo, no, don't worry about that record. I got one for you. I need to come play it for you. I need to come play it. I'm like, all right, come play it. And then I heard it, and I was like, it gave me the Ether vibes, because when Ether came on, it progressively got better and better and better. And that's how I felt Bodak Yellow was. I felt like it just, as the record went on and on, it just slapped. And I was like, yo, that right there, that is the hit.
Okay.
And I remember like her coming out at the time, you know, and Remy bringing her out on Summer Jam, because that whole
I remember too.
Was happening, and you know, every spotlight was on female rappers, and everybody was scrambling to try to like put females, like rappers, together, because they knew like this thing was happening. And I remember when Summer Jam, and I remember Remy getting so much pushback from like bringing her out, and Remy was like, fuck that, she from the Bronx, I'm from the Bronx, like she coming out.
That's so dope.
And it was so just dope. Like this experience was something like you had to be there to experience that Summer Jam. and she lit that crowd up. So it was just amazing to see that.
You could feel it through the cameras, like, so I can only imagine in person. Like,
yeah. Yo, it was nuts in person. And I'm saying Young and May was there. And then you had your veterans, Queen Latifah, Moni Love. Like, it was just something like you just had to experience. And the love for one another backstage was just amazing, you know?
It's so dope to see, because it's just like female rappers, we always had this like stigma in the industry where we got to beef with each other. So this whole wave of new female rappers, like, we so supportive and just collaborating on everything is so dope. Like,
it's super dope. And I'm glad to see, like, you know, Bitch from the South, you got Trina on that joint, and you got Swahidi on there. Like, what was your mindset behind putting these two on that record?
So Trina was like, I had to do that. I ain't had no choice. So a song called Bitch from the South, it's only been so many Southern female rappers. Like, right now, it's a lot of Southern female rap. Like, we got our own little movement right now. But in the past, it's always been female rappers from the North just running it, whatever. So Trina, shout out to Trina, because that was iconic. Like, to be from the South and then have Trina on a song called Bitch from the South, that's iconic in its own. So we had like the OG, I'm like the upcoming, and then I wanted a current female that I was just already a fan of. So I had reached out to Sweetie in a DM, on Instagram DM, no lie. And I was just like, I got this song, I want you to be on the remix. And she was like, girl, I got you, da da da. They both sent me the verses on time, agreed to do the video. Video was super smooth. Like, they both made that process so easy for me. And that was like my first big features. So it just made me like, I love it here. Like, keep going.
I could do this. I remember growing up, because Trina is in my era, like when my bracket of age. So I grew up on Trina, Remy, you know, so we were listening to Foxy, Foxy Brown and Little Kim and Missy Elliott and Lauryn Hill and TLC. So like they all worked together. Like they all had songs together. They all was on the red carpets together. They all was in each other videos. Like, and the fashion each person bought to their, like, cause Missy was from Virginia, so she bought a different style. And then Trina was from the South, so she had a different style. And you know, Kim was just Kim. She was like, you never know what style Kim was gonna come with back then. So it was just wonderful to see like all these women having their own style, but when they got together, it just fit so perfectly when they would pop up in each other videos and stuff like that.
And that's the feeling that the industry is giving again right now. It's so many female rappers, so many different skin tones from different places, different aesthetics. Like, this shit's so dope. Like, this is real history right now.
Yeah. And so let's talk about Queen of the South, the album, because you know you talk about record breaking. You're the first solo. Let me get this right. And correct me if I'm wrong. I want to make sure I get this record breaking stat right. The first female from Atlanta to go gold on a solo record.
Solo female rapper.
Solo female rapper. So that's crazy.
Like, and it's crazy because I had already chose the title Queen of the South before that. Before this even happened. Like, I was like, they like, you sure you want to do that? You probably gonna get a lot of flack for it. I'm like, man, I said what I said. It's a statement. I know what I got the product to back it up. Like, I already knew what my project sound like. I know my growth as an artist, and I'm only 21 right now. So next year I'm gonna be a whole nother level. Like, then the following year another level. Like, so I wasn't even scared to say it. But when that happened, it was like, all right, things falling into place now. Like, I'm definitely gonna name it that now.
Yeah. So, the universe is giving it to you.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy how things unfold and just work in your favor.
Because when it's your timing, it's your timing.
It's so crazy. It is, because I've been rapping for so long, but timing is everything. Like, when it's your time, you know it's your time. And you got to be ready, though.
You got to be ready.
You got to be ready.
Because all of this time, you've been preparing yourself. You've been disciplined enough to stay conditioned. You've been in the studio working, rehearsing and doing whatever you had to do to stay exactly, to be prepared for this moment that you're having right now. So that's incredible discipline. so you have a song with Gucci Man, and I saw on your Instagram, you like, bitch, I got a song with Gucci Man. What's up? Because I know I idolized Gucci growing up.
Oh my gosh, like in Atlanta, the South period, like Gucci is a legend.
He's like Jay-Z of the South. I've been to those concerts. Like Gucci and Yo Gotti, they like come to their cities, they the guys.
Yes. Man, what? So Gucci been my favorite rapper since a kid. Like, I'm telling you, 9 years old, you asked me what my favorite song was, I would have told you Bricks by Gucci Man. Like,
and your mom was like, why did you listening to that?
I'm telling you. So Gucci been my favorite rapper. To this day is my favorite rapper. So when I had WAP originally did not have Gucci verse on it. I had cut the song by myself. And the producer was like, oh, you know, I know Gucci personally, because I was telling him, like, this my favorite rapper. Like, if I'm going to do this flip of the song, it got to be right, because I don't want him to hear it and be like, what the fuck is this? Like, you feel me? So I'm like, all right, cool. He sends me an audio file probably like a couple weeks later, maybe a month later, after we had already recorded the song. And I'm thinking it's like a mixed version of the song or something like that. But it was a whole Gucci verse on the end of the song, child. I FaceTime my team. I'm jumping up and down screaming because I'm from Atlanta. Like, this is iconic. Like,
and it's like him giving you the cosign too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. On his own song, like one of his biggest songs ever. So that shit, when I tell you, that was like a feeling, unexplainable feeling. Like,
yeah.
To this day, I just be cheesing thinking about it. I'm like, that's crazy. Like,
because I didn't
think that would happen so early in my career.
Nah, because you know what it is? I love when I see young artists like you that are in the game and they got their time and they meet the person or do a record with the person that they grew up listening to and idolizing. So that's like, for me, the first time as being a journalist, I met Wendy Williams, right?
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's like, oh my God, the biggest radio icon in the game. And you're actually on her TV show. Like, I did a couple of guest appearances on her TV show. And I co-hosted one of her shows when she was sick. And I'm sitting in the green room like, oh my God, I'm
here. I'm really doing this.
Like, I used to like
that's that feeling.
Catch the train and like hear every little word. So yes, I know exactly how you feel.
That's the feeling.
Yeah, or that one moment when I first interviewed Mary J. Blige, and I'm like, she's the reason why I fell in love with rap music. Like, I'm like right across from Mary, and I'm asking Mary questions.
I'm telling you, that's the feeling.
So the question is, where do you go from here? Like, you got your veteran artists. Like, who else is it that you want to work with?
Okay, so I love Nicki. Like, I was in 5th grade when Nicki came out. Heavy impact on the industry. And I cut my hair in a bang. I had the pink highlights. I stood in line for Pink Friday. Like, crazy about Nicki. So I feel like she definitely, you could credit her for like inspiration to me. Yeah. Because like Southern, I'm from the South, so like I grew up on Gucci, Tip, Outkast, Jeezy. So I already got that in me naturally. But like listening to Nicki and just loving Nicki so much, that's where it's like, okay, she's Southern, but she got a little lyrical edge to her, like that flow switch up or whatever. So like I credit Nicki for that because I'm crazy about Nicki.
But don't forget, like, Nicki did spend a lot of time in the South with Gucci Man. That's at me. Like, that's kind of like, she had that breakout when Beat Me Up, Scotty, that mixtape came out. And that had a lot of Gucci influence. Man.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember who else was like piping her. Waka. So I can see why you have that influence. That would be super dope. And you gotta DM her.
I know. So she's liked a couple of my pictures on Instagram before. She reposted one of my videos. Like I did like an Instagram acapella, like rap over her beat. And she had commented on it. She reposted it. Like she know what's up. We just waiting for that timing.
Okay, so let's talk about the the Rihanna Savage Fenty ambassador. I see you posting some stuff in Rihanna's line of clothing. So how did that deal come about?
So they just reached out to my manager, and they was just like, you know, we want Mulatto to be a part of the team. This was maybe like a year ago now. Just maybe like a year ago. And I was just like, I'm telling you, like, it was a time where stuff just started happening. So this was like around when I was about to sign the RCA. Like, I was taking label meetings and stuff. Like this, like right around that time when I got that Savage Fenty deal, it was like the wheels started turning.
Rihanna be knowing what's up. Let me tell you, Rihanna.
No, period. She do.
Rihanna be lurking on people's pages when she see people sexy with that swag and everything that she represents. Rihanna be like, no, I need her.
Yep.
Let me slide up in these DMs. Yep. I need this person. And Rihanna is super, super supportive of female artists, especially female rap artists. She's always been like that. Like,
and she was on live, like this is probably like a year ago too. She was on live listening to a bitch from the South, turned up to the song, singing the lyrics and everything. Like, Riri be in touch.
Yeah, she be in touch. She be knowing what's up. So let's talk about the WAP video. I didn't think that this song would get so much attention for the content and the song. Because, you know, I grew up in an era where, you know, I heard Akinelli put it in your mouth. I heard Bob on your knob on the radio.
Yeah.
I heard My Neck, My Back on the radio. Matter of fact, I might have been in radio when that record came out. Or just in high school or something like that. But I remember hearing when I heard the Dirty records. Yeah. Like, oh my God, they said that? Like, you know, pop that pussy down like this. Yeah. And so, like, I was just shocked that it was receiving so much attention because of the lyrical content. Were you shocked too?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but I don't know. I guess it's just because it's a heavy female takeover right now. It's just like too much for people to handle. Like, I don't know. I didn't think it was that big of a deal because it's like I be talking like that. City girls be talking like that. Megan be talking like that. Cardi be talking like that. Nicki be talking like that. So it's like, it's a lot. I don't know. Maybe it was more iconic because it got more attention because it was Cardi and Megan together on the song. Like, it just added to the attention or something. But I feel like we be talking like that. Like,
And I could recite you every little Kim lyric, and to me, like,
let's talk about it. Kim is the influence when we talking that nasty gangster talk.
What?
Kim is the influence.
She started the blueprint on that. Eating my pussy while I watch cartoons. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I could recite every lyric to Kim. Like, everybody wanted to be Kim, and all the men fantasized about Kim.
Oh yeah.
Every dude I knew fantasized about Kim, and every guy that was locked up in jail had a poster on their little cubicle or whatever of Kim. So her influence was, you know, generations were
generations later.
Yeah, and she wasn't afraid to embrace her sexuality and be unapologetic about who she was. And I think that's why people loved her so much, and why her legacy is so big and so influential. And I feel like, you know, with WAP, it's like unapologetically sexual and who I am, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I love it. Like, it's so feminist and just girl power, pussy power. Like, it's just so against society's gender roles and just expectations of a woman. Like, I'm so here for it.
And the thing is, you know, people say, well, not all women represent this. That's a true fact, you know. But at the end of the day, there's a choice. You could turn it off, and you could choose not to watch it. Exactly. You know what I mean? And some people want to watch it to escape, or just to have a good time, or just to fantasize it, or when the damn doors close, you know, doing what you gotta do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I didn't see the big issue with that. Congratulations on the XXL Freshman cover.
Thank you. That was a goal of mine. Like, every year I watch all the freestyles, all the cypher, all the YouTube content, everything, read the articles. Like, dang, I can't wait for my turn. I can't wait for my turn. So I actually held that as a secret since the beginning of quarantine. I already knew that I was XXL Freshman. We got the call. But that was a goal for me. Like,
So when you are preparing for the freestyle, right? Like, how do you get your mind ready? Because it's like competitive. So you're like, I want to body this person.
Right.
I want to just eat. Like, how do you get your mind? Do you like write, get the beat ahead of time and just start right into it and kind of know
this the
where
thing.
you're going?
We don't get the beat ahead of time. We don't get the beat ahead of time. So it's like you can write all you want, but if the flow don't match that they end up giving you, so I just had like a bunch of verses ready to go, and I was like, whichever one fit on the BPM, I'm gonna just go with that one.
Is it hard for
I just had a bunch
memorized. Is it hard for you to come off the dome, or do you prefer writing? Like, how do you prefer creating?
I prefer writing because, like, before rap, I started as a writer. Like, in school, I wrote poetry. Like, I was in writing competitions. I would win writing competitions in like 5th grade against like high school entry level. So I started out as a writer. So I prefer to write. But recently, like they'll being with a label, they'll throw you in the studio with a producer. They be like, oh, da-da-da's in town. You got to go in tonight. So I have been like going in the booth just off the dome, like getting more comfortable with that. But my comfort zone is always writing. But
yeah. I just like the magic that really happens in the studio. When
that's how we did MUWAP. That's how we did the Gucci record, MUWAP. In the studio, me and the producer in the studio vibing. Like, we didn't even plan to do the Freaky Girl reference. We didn't even plan to do that. It just like happened. That's how you know it's just the energy. Exactly. It's always organic when you got the artist and the producer in there together.
Yeah. Well, listen, we got to do some more stuff together.
Yeah, when quarantine over, I'm pulling up.
Yeah, you got to pull up. Listen, we got to do more stuff together. I love you here at Hot 97. I'm a huge fan. And I appreciate you so much for coming on today. Everybody, Trina, the South DA is out right now. We're going to have you back. We're going to be doing some more stuff with you on Hot 97. I got with your label. We got some creative things we working on. We're excited to have you a part of our family now.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's Mulatto, everybody. Take care.
Bye.